So all your favorite gurus, your Alex Hormozi, Iman Gadzhi, Luke Belmar, Hamza, and the other thousands of guys that you watch online are all making millions of dollars every single year because they've mastered this one thing and they're doing a lot of this one thing. And that one thing is putting up billboards. Now you must be thinking, how the fuck are these guys making millions of dollars every single month online from their laptops digitally through physical billboards? But the billboards that I'm actually talking about are posts and content. Every time one of these guys posts a video, that's one billboard that they put up. So imagine you're driving down a road. If there's just one billboard or two billboards, you might notice it. But if there's thousands of billboards right after each other, showing the same person and showing the same thing, then you're obviously going to notice it. And that's what these guys have done. They post so much content across all these social media platforms that it's close to impossible not to see them on these platforms. Like Iman Gadzhi, he has so many secondary accounts and so many accounts under his name that are just pumping out content under his name and just posting clips about him. So every time you go on TikTok, that's why you always see him on TikTok. When you go onto TikTok and you start scrolling, you're going to see him because there's so many accounts posting his videos. And if you go into Instagram, there's still all the same accounts posting the exact same videos. If you go into YouTube, you're going to see his YouTube videos. Alex Hormozi posts like 9 videos a day. If you go into Instagram, you're going to see him. If you go into TikTok, you're going to see him. Luke Belmar has nearly hundreds of accounts under his name, under Capital Club, that are just posting content every single day. So if you go into these platforms, it's impossible not to see them. And that's why they're making so much money, is because when they get all this attention and everyone sees them and everyone recognizes them and they build this massive brand, then it's quite easy for them to funnel that attention and funnel that audience into their businesses or into their info products, into their courses, because they build so much trust, build so much credibility, and just build such a large following on these social media platforms because they post so much that selling people to their courses is pretty easy for them because of the authority and the credibility that they've built on these platforms. So let's just take Alex Hormozi as an example. Alex Hormozi is already a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. He sold his company for like $54 million. He doesn't have to be doing this, but he understands that content's the game and building a brand is the future. That's why he's posted 2,800 videos on YouTube. And that's the reason why he has 2.5 million subscribers on YouTube. Actually, more than 2.5 million subscribers on YouTube. On Instagram, he has 2.7 million followers. On TikTok, he has just under 1 million followers. Like, he's built such a massive following and built so much credibility and built so much authority through just posting a lot of content and valuable content, which actually teaches people something. And when someone goes to watch Alex Hormozi YouTube video, which is like 50 minutes of him just sitting down and just giving game and giving value, that builds so much authority, because if you watch someone for 40 minutes giving you value, that builds automatic trust. Like, if you watch hours and hours and hours of content from someone and you like their content and they're providing value with you and they're actually improving your life through their content, that builds trust. And then Alex, who has built this trust, has books that he sells. He has 2 books called $100 million Offers and $100 million Leads. And through watching his YouTube videos, you'll know that his books are going to be valuable and that his books are going to help you and that his books are going to improve your life or improve your business or help you make more money, because of this trust that he's built through his content and through the credibility and authority that he's built through his content. Do you think without this personal brand that he's built and the millions of followers that he has, he'd be able to sell millions of copies of his books, $100 million Offers and $100 million Leads? No, obviously he wouldn't, because without all this content, he wouldn't have any authority, he wouldn't have any credibility. No one would know who he is. But through these videos and through giving out value and through improving people's life and making them more money through free YouTube videos, people will trust him because his videos are actually improving their lives and they're learning from him. So selling a book, people automatically know that the book's going to be valuable and that the book's going to be good. Meaning, he makes more sales because people actually buy his book because of the credibility that he's built online. Acquisition.com. If there was another Acquisition.com, let's say there was a competitor of Acquisition.com and they were head to head, but this one didn't have a personal brand, this one didn't have Alex Hormozi behind it, who would do better? Obviously this one with Alex Hormozi behind it, because of the brand that he's built and because of the credibility. Skool is a software platform where people can host their communities, host their course, and host their programs. Alex Hormozi had the opportunity to invest into Skool and become a big partner and a big shareholder of Skool. And do you think he'd have that opportunity If he didn't have this massive personal brand, no one would know who he is, and he probably wouldn't have landed that deal with School. And if School sells for millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars one day, he's going to make a fat bag because of that. And he wouldn't have been able to make that fat bag or make that fat exit if he didn't have that personal brand. So I can say all his businesses wouldn't be as successful as they are if he didn't have this large personal brand. If he didn't have this personal brand, it would be so hard for him to sell his books because people wouldn't know if they're good or not. But because of his personal brand, people know that his books are going to be really good. Not as many people would be on School, because no one would really know about it. But because Alex invested into it and is a big partner of it and a big shareholder of it and promoted so much on his socials, people know of it. Let's go to Iman now. Iman has 5 million subscribers on YouTube. He has so many accounts under his name that just post videos about him and post thousands of pieces of content. And he posts thousands of pieces of content every single day, which automatically creates trust, because if you watch hours of someone's content, like I said earlier, you're going to trust them if that content improves your life and is actually valuable. Iman has built this massive personal brand, millions and millions and millions of followers combined, over 10 million followers combined across all social media, if not more than that. And that's the reason his businesses are so successful. He has his course Educate, which generates millions of dollars every single month. Last year he took home $22 million, pure profit, take-home profit. That's not revenue, that's profit, because of his massive personal brand. And he's been documenting his life for 7 years now, since he was like 17 years old. So he's built this brand over the years, and people trust him because of that, because they can go watch his old videos and they can see where he came from, and that builds trust. So his course, Educate, a lot of people will buy it for like $1,500. I don't actually know how expensive that's the high ticket one, but there's a low ticket one. But his info product wouldn't be performing as well as it is and generating millions of dollars every single month if it wasn't for his personal brand. His eyewear company wouldn't be as successful as it is if it wasn't for his personal brand. His drink company, Big Day, wouldn't be as successful as it is if it wasn't for his personal brand. His personal brand creates trust, and that trust is automatically associated with his info products. I trust Educate. I trust that it's somewhat of a good product because of his personal brand that he's built and because of the credibility that he's built throughout the years. If I didn't know who Iman was, I wouldn't know what Big Day was. If I didn't know who Iman was, I wouldn't know what Gadgets, I wouldn't know what Educate is. He'll be able to sell Big Day for hundreds of millions of dollars one day because of this initial personal brand that he's built. Luke Belmar next. Luke Belmar has just under 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, but he kills the short form game. He probably has hundreds of accounts under his name, just posting content every single day. Look at these accounts. That's nearly 400,000 followers on one account. These are secondary accounts. These aren't his main accounts. These are just accounts under his name that are just posting content every single day. Nearly 400,000 followers, 261,000 followers, 175,000 followers, 107,000 followers. Like, he's creating such a large audience and generating so much attention, and then he's driving all that attention to his info product or to his membership, which is Capital Club, and it's working very well because he made like $4 million in one day when he released Capital Club and when he opened Capital Club. So he's generating all this attention and then funneling that to his info product. And that's how all these gurus are making millions, is building a large personal brand and then monetizing that brand through their business, which is usually an info product. Hamza, 2.3 million subscribers on YouTube, has posted over 1,000 videos and over 227,000 followers on Instagram. He's like more in the self-improvement niche, showing young guys how they can become better, make more money, build a better physique, etc., all that stuff. And his content is actually valuable and actually helps people. He doesn't just yap on his videos. He actually provides value and actually helps people, therefore building trust, because he's actually improving people's lives through his content, and he's posting so much content. And then he monetizes his audience through a school community. As you can see, he has 1.3k members to his Adonis school community. He has 1.3k members, 1,300 members in his Adonis school, all paying him $199. That's already $250,000 that he's making from this one community, plus this community, which has 130,000 members paying him $1. So that's plus $130,000. So in total, he's making just under $400,000 a month through these two communities. And that's just from these two communities. Probably some high ticket offer on the back end, but just from these communities making $400,000 every single month from creating YouTube videos that actually help people, provide value, and improve people's lives. And then he funnels all that attention to his community, which is $1 to join. So paying $1 a month to join this community is very little. And then if they like this community, they'll probably join this community, which is $199 a month. And there's 1,300 people in that community paying him that every single month. So the product's obviously good, and he has a good influx of people from his YouTube channel and his YouTube videos that are joining his school community. Now, the cool thing is anyone can do this. And you might be thinking, oh, these people are special. They got lucky. That's why they're successful. That's why they're making all this money. But you can actually do it as well. So let's just say, for example, you have a hair salon. You could be getting so much more customers into your door if you just start posting content onto social media. If I was owning a salon, I'll be posting 3 pieces of content every day to Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. That's already 9 pieces of content every single day that you're posting. And I'll be posting like trendy videos and like before versus afters and like funny videos, and just building an audience around my hair salon, which means more people will probably come to my hair salon because they know of it. Through me posting onto social media, people actually know of my business. If I was a chef, I'd create videos of how I'm making my food. There's little kids that you probably see on Instagram that literally just film themselves making these cool dishes, and they have like millions of followers on Instagram, and they could probably do an affiliate deal with some cooking company for some like special like cooking shit, and they could make a lot of money because all their content is around cooking. So people that follow them probably like cooking, so they'll buy cooking things, and then they'll make money because it's like an affiliate deal. Or they can launch their own cooking product, or whatever it is. They could make money because they have millions of followers because they post cooking videos. Let's say I sell an online service. I'd be making YouTube videos, I'd be making Instagram Reels. That's what I'm doing right now, is I'm making YouTube videos. I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting my billboards up. Because how else is someone supposed to know about me, and how else is someone supposed to know about my business if I'm not creating content? So you right now are anonymous. No one knows about you, and that's the reason your business is not making any money. So what you must do is you must stop being anonymous, and you must start posting onto social media. Now you might be like, oh, people are going to judge me, I'm scared of this. Like, who actually cares? If you like what you're doing and you're doing it for a reason, then who cares? Some people might not like it, but some people will like it. But like, no one actually gives a fuck. People are too focused on their own lives to actually give a fuck about you. So you should be creating content and doing what these guys are doing, creating content and then directing that content to your business. So let's say you sell a service. You must create content around your service. If you sell an e-com product, you must create like funny viral videos or just viral videos around your product. If you sell an info product, you must create content around your info product and around the thing that you teach. If you have a community, you can create content and then direct people to that community. Let's say you have a cooking community. You must create cooking content and then drive those people to your community, because through you creating content, cooking content, that builds trust, and you get a lot of people watching your cooking content, then you can get a lot of people to join your community. So you right now are anonymous, and you must stop being anonymous, and you must start posting videos to one of these platforms or to all of these platforms like I'm doing right now, and then your business will grow eventually because more people will know who you are. Now, this was a bit of a rant, but content is so important and personal branding is so important these days and in the future, because everyone's on social media, everyone's scrolling. So instead of consuming, why not just start creating and start producing and put yourself out there? That's how you're going to build these businesses, how you're going to build authority, build credibility, and how people are going to trust you is by putting out content. Like, someone who watches my 20-minute YouTube videos is going to trust me more than if they didn't watch my 20-minute YouTube video. So this was a bit of a rant, but if you found any value in this, just hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.